All right, in this exercise, we are asked to find the square root of negative 10 times the square root of negative 15. Now, as many of you may or may not know, that when you try to get the square root of a negative number, you're not going to come up with any solution. So what we're going to do is we're going to use something called the imaginary unit I. And the imaginary unit I equals the square root of negative 1. If we square both sides, I squared equals negative 1. Because when you square a square root, it reverts to what's under the house, which is negative 1. So we're going to predominantly use this tool over here, I equals the square root of negative 1, in order for us to be able to work this out. Now, in order for us to do this, we've got to recognize that imaginary unit I can be used to write the square root of any negative number, including negative 10 and negative 15. And we're going to use some techniques from surds and radicals, if you remember from other chapters. So this could be written down like this. The square root of negative 10 is the same as saying the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 10. And over here with the 15, it's the same as breaking it up into two houses and saying, well, we got negative 1 times 15. So now what's under the house here and here is positive, so we can work with that. And here on the left, we can replace that as the imaginary unit I. So this becomes I square root 10, and this becomes I